last month, mid-January, I find myself back in the welfare building to reapply for my EBT benefits. And as usual, the place is packed, chaotic, there's a lot going on, it's very unorganized. So while I'm waiting for my number to be called, which is probably at least 100 numbers I gotta wait for, I, as usual, fell asleep. And it's funny because this time when I fell asleep, I actually had a dream that I was listening to Martin Luther King's speech. His I Have a Dream speech. Go figure. Anyway, when I woke up from this dream, I had an epiphany because even though the people around me are yelling and, expressing themselves in a negative fashion, being disrespectful to the co-workers, it made me realize something. That, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. This is absolutely my last term of applying for this EBT services. I've been on this now for about 5 years. And actually, call it what you want, but my mother was in this situation before. And I used to have to wait on the welfare line to get free cheese back in New York City. So some people say this was a handed down mentality. Some people say it's an scapegoat for not trying as hard as you possibly could. However, I say now and from now on, I will no longer be dependent on these services. When I woke up from this dream, I realized that there's something inside of me that wants to be released. So, in honor of Martin Luther King, I wrote a speech, a 2014 version of I Have a Dream, because something inside of me said to me to do it. You should try to encourage and inspire other people to get out of this building, to get out of this everyday conditioning, mind conditioning that you're in. Stop allowing yourself to just settle for whatever the government's going to give you, which is usually just pennies, crumbs on the table. So hopefully this speech can reach hundreds and thousands of people and encourage and inspire them to do better for themselves, just like Martin Luther King did. Even though I'm a relatively happy guy with good health and good energy, it truly saddens me that I'm still falling asleep in government public assistance buildings, in a room filled with other people falling asleep, talking out loud, voicing their opinion in a negative fashion, or arguing with the workers that are either clueless or incompetent, but still trying to help us while we're waiting for our so-called benefits, welfare, or EBT. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and I'm definitely not saying it's a good thing. But what I am saying is that in at least 75% of the cases, it comes with, or better yet, it renders you into a certain mentality, which keeps you in a certain social class, known to most as low to no class. What's ironic is, it's your mentality, the way you view things, the way you express yourself. Take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you truly expressing yourself as a go-getter, a goal-oriented person, or someone who truly understands the value behind what it means to dress for success? Or are you expressing yourself as a poor, ignorant, helpless victim of society? Guys with your pants hanging halfway down, showing your boxes and your butt cheeks to everybody, calling women derogatory names, not being a father to your child, or to the child of the lady in your life? And girls, walking around half-dressed, cleavage all exposed, numerous tattoos and body piercings all over your body, without even knowing the dangers of them, and getting pregnant every 2 to 3 years? Where's your dignity? Where's your self-respect? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I truly love myself? As a matter of fact, who do you love? Who is it that you're constantly following, watching, and listening to, that you're allowing to control and program your mind? My question is, are they uplifting you? Are they helping you to escape your everyday situation? And not just temporarily either, but permanently. Listen, if I'm in a circle of about 4 to 5 friends that are all either drug dealers, con artists, stick-up kids, thieves, or just ex-convicts, then what do you think that makes me? A thug in training. Someone who is guilty by association. I have a friend that's been in jail for about 3 years now. 3 years! And all because she chose to go joyriding with, let's just say, the wrong people. And when I say that, I'm not judging any of them. However, she only knew one person out of the other 3 that was in the car. So now, they go somewhere to hang out at a barbecue or something, and within about 30 minutes or so, the driver and his friend get into what the streets call beef, and wind up getting into a shootout with some of the locals, leaving several people injured and one guy dead. So now my friend is an accessory to murder, guilty by association. And to this day, she still has no trial date. She still has no bond, no lawyer, and no idea when she's getting released. Is this the fate that you want for yourself? For your friends, your family, or even for your children? But yet, this happens every day. And every day we walk around blaming other people, disrespecting other people, or even the new trend, hating on other people. Whoever it is you hate, or I don't normally use that word, so whoever it is you dislike, or whoever it is you think is doing this to you, can be looked at as nothing more than just your opponent. The person that's either directly or indirectly challenging you to do better for yourself, whether it's a person or circumstance. If you take the time to study or research the reasons why you are where you are today and apply what you learn, you'll eventually get better and better as you climb to new heights. That's how you can deal with your life challenges, or like I said, with your opponents, or even your opponents. How do you think the Seahawks won the Super Bowl yesterday? It wasn't by luck or chance. It was by studying and researching, practicing and applying what they learned about their opponent. So, if it was luck, it's because they put themselves in a situation to be lucky. Challenge overcome. So even though life is still full of other challenges, I say to you today that through my dreams of not settling for what I probably would have settled for, I will accomplish greatness and prosperity in my life, because now I have a dream. Influenced by a man who this August 28, 2014 will be 51 years since this man, a great man, gave a speech, a heartwarming speech that touched the hearts and souls of thousands of people, myself included, through his legacy and his spirit. As I woke up for the last time to find myself still waiting in line for my number to be called in a chaotic, disorganized government building, a welfare building, filled to capacity that people seem to always flock to for free services, free assistance, free money, and like myself, for free food. Which in turn I have come to realize is nothing more than a controlling device, something designed to keep me on a crutch, to keep me confused and complacent. Something to keep me comfortable with being uncomfortable. Keeping me from doing too much, or my benefits might get canceled. Keeping me focused on my deepest fears, and you on your deepest fears, and us on our deepest fears, which is that we are powerful. Powerful beyond measure. And we can accomplish greatness. That we are more than capable of reaching our full potential like superheroes walking the earth if we can just let go of our everyday paradigms, of our everyday beliefs, patterns, and rituals that keep us from exploring and experiencing prosperity and avalanches of abundance. I have a dream. And I have a dream that on any given day, my words of encouragement will reach someone at that exact moment to prevent them from pulling that trigger, to prevent them from selling guns or drugs to our youth, or to anyone for that matter, and to prevent them from having unprotected sex with someone knowing that you have an STD or knowing that you're lying about your age. I have a dream. And since I have two sisters, a niece and a daughter that are about to be teenagers, that they and other young ladies will take the time to get to know these young men that are interested in them and bring them home so that their mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles get a chance to meet them before and way before they decide on having any kind of sexual intimacy with them. And to the fellas, the young men of tomorrow, I challenge you to treat these young ladies with respect, some kindness, and most importantly, with some love. And watch how this transforms our lives from where it is now to being rewarded through the pursuit of happiness, to being rewarded with love, and to being rewarded with prosperity. 2014 is not the end. 2014 is the beginning, for it is never too late to welcome change. Change is the friction that helps you to grow. Research your opponent and change your life. Evolution awaits. I have a dream today in memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and dedicated to the youth. I have a dream, you have a dream, we all have a dream. So let's all stand up and live our dreams and stop letting someone else dictate our dreams. So now, I hope this speech was beneficial to either you or somebody you know. And even though this speech probably won't change the world, but hopefully it can help to enlighten or change you or maybe even someone you know. So please pass the speech on to anybody you feel that it can possibly benefit from it. And also, in addition to this speech, I wrote another speech entitled Scared to Dream, which kind of explains how and why I can relate to a lot of the things that I spoke about in this speech. So again, hopefully this speech will reach either you or somebody you know. And the Scared to Dream speech is also on my YouTube page under LUAP, Toastmaster LUAP, Scared to Dream. So please check that out. And please leave comments, because your feedback helps me to grow, helps me to give more enlightening, enriching speeches that can maybe touch the hearts and touch the souls of other people that might be scared to live, scared to dream, or scared to make their own footprints and be more successful in their lives. Before I sign off, I just want to say, if you have not been to Dr. Martin Luther King's National Historic Site, you are missing a lot. You should really load up the car with your children, the next door neighbor's children, and come down and check it out. Look it up on the internet, because it is time well spent. Again, this is Toastmaster Luep saying love, peace, and happiness and prosperity to you.